Hello, and welcome to glennzb TV for Tuesday, the show that puts glennzb up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. Hey, studies everywhere. Now we've got official advice on low-fat diets and cholesterol. It's all wrong. Apparently urging people to follow low-fat diets and to lower their cholesterol is having disastrous health consequences, according to the National Obesity Forum and the Public Health Collaboration. This is in England. We need a return to whole foods such as meat, fish, and dairy, as well as high-fat, healthy foods, including avocados. Quote, eating fat does not make you fat. Actually, maybe this is a study I can get behind. Milk, cheese, I'm into those. Actually, keep those studies coming. I thought it was going to tell me more things I couldn't eat, but it seems to be telling me things I can't eat, so they've really turned me around on that. Meanwhile, Blenheim. Somebody... am I in a live broadcast? Yes, that's how Periscope works. Is this your first time? I'm live now. This is me, alive. Look. Yes, I'm alive. Ish. Blenheim wants to change its name to Marlborough City. Because apparently people would be more inclined to visit Marlborough City than they would Blenheim. My first suggestion... I mean, that's all right, I suppose. But my first suggestion is, can we sort this business out? I. Can we just go that way? That'd be easier. I used to live in Fielding. My sister lives in Blenheim, as it happens. No, I don't think we should change the name of it to Walter White. That's ridiculous. Oh, you mean, once again, somebody thinks I look like Walter White. The opinion seems to be split out there in Periscope land. Some of you think I look like Walter White. Some of you think I look like Moby. Yes, I know you mean Heisenberg. I know. I get the Breaking Bad reference. I understand. I was making a little joke. Oh, unless you're suggesting we change Blenheim's name to Heisenberg. I don't know if they really make enough pee there. Enough meth. You're bad. You're Breaking Bad. Do they make enough methamphetamine in Blenheim to change its name to Heisenberg? It's mostly wine, isn't it? Anyway, as I was saying, I used to live in Fielding, and we had the same problem. Which one of those is right? I don't know. I lived there for years, while I was at school. Beast Meter. You're really getting into this broadcast today, aren't you? You want to know what it's about. Keep listening. You'll find out. I'm a guy who works at this radio station, News Talk ZB, in New Zealand, and I'm just having a bit of fun because I've been doing a serious news show all morning and I need to vent. We've got some figures from a study. Where's my piece of paper? Because shut up with your studies. I'm going to keep that piece of paper. I'm putting that to this side. That's the side that I put things to keep them. Overwhelming figures. Sorry, we are overwhelmed. Roy Morgan has polled 12,000 Kiwis and have found that we are overwhelmed and burnt out. This is because 76% of us have smartphones, and as a result, 67% of us say there are not enough hours in the day. I would argue that there are too many hours, and they're all filled up with things that I don't want to do. That's the problem. Beast Meter. Seriously, I'm from New Zealand. Does that not say that on the Periscope thing? Does it not say I'm broadcasting from Auckland, New Zealand? I thought there was a thing that said that. I don't know. It doesn't go like that. I think it sort of looks like... Oh, no, it doesn't look like that. That looked a bit rude. Anyway, sorry everybody else. I keep being distracted by Beast Meter. I'm glad to have you here, Beast Meter, but really, some of the questions, I think you could, if you did a little bit of research... Does everybody in New Zealand... Shall I just not do the... No, not everybody in New Zealand sounds like me. Most of them either sound like orcs or like hobbits. I'm just an exception who sounds like a very handsome elf. Anyway, as I was saying, I've got the stats here, which staff have done in a very cool cell phone graphic. It's weird, isn't it, that only 76% of us have smartphones? That seems low. And also, for only 50% of us use YouTube at least once a month. Of course, everybody here uses it every day, so they can re-watch my Periscope broadcasts from later on. Yeah. Beast Meter, you don't need to point out that there's only 2 viewers at the moment. I know that's at the moment, but what happens is then I post this on YouTube, and another 2 people watch it, which will take the total up to 4. Alright? Calm yourself. Just relax and enjoy the experience. Finally, how much is Adele worth? Sony thinks she's worth £90 million, which by my calculations is 192 million New Zealand dollars, give or take. So really my question, I mean, she probably is worth that much. There's only one Adele, and she certainly has made a big splash, hasn't she, with this latest album. And she can definitely sing. I'll give her that. My question is then, how much is glennzb worth, given that I can sing a bit? I'm not saying I can sing anything like as well as Adele, but let's just say she was worth $100 million. So even if I could sing 1% as well as Adele, and I'd rate myself to be 1% as good as Adele, possibly even 2. Am I worth $1 or $2 million to Sony? Just asking, Sony, can you get back to me on that? I'm glennzb. That was a very long edition of glennzb TV. Thank you so much for having me up your Periscope, Beast Meter. Unless you're the one viewer who's gone off, because now we've only got 1 viewer. No, you're still there. Thanks for coming. Come back tomorrow. Roughly the same time. Can't be too accurate. It depends how long my meeting goes.